Hi guys, it's Ashley. I'm back with another video with this guy, aka my roommate.
Yep.
We're gonna do a roommate tag. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, don't do that.
Listen, I have to hide my wine. I feel like something is wrong with it.
Well, we have been using it for.
I know. He's overused it.
We got one more time.
Okay, first question is, did you know each other before you became roommates? So we met each other through a friend. His friend was also my friend,
Yeah.
and then we became friends.
And then from there,
We was both going through a tumultuous breakup at the same time, and we just kind of bonded.
devastated.
But we bonded over
We
devastation.
did. Situation
It
as
was
well.
an adventure, guys.
Okay, yeah, it was an adventure.
So, what were your first impressions of each other? When I first met him, I was like, oh, he's so goofy. Like, before I met him, if that makes sense. So, but he was funny. So I thought he was goofy.
Let me see. So I think the first time I remember you, I think we was at Raiders Ridge, and I just thought you was very astute and just like,
Ooh, astute.
not the good kind of astute.
Ooh, you thought I was goofy?
I did. I really did.
Well, trick you.
But you know, she actually is very cool. So, which is why we have been roommates for a century, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one.
I might be scared.
What do you most commonly argue about?
Ooh. He be so loud, y'all. He just come. It'd be 5 o'clock in the morning. He'll turn on the ninja. Like I'm not sleeping.
Hold one moment, please.
Like I'm not sleeping. That's what he be doing. All of that.
However, the pot is calling the kettle black. Let's just make it clear. Let's make it clear.
No way. I do not be loud. I be so quiet.
I just had to give you guys a representation of
I just be so
that
quiet.
statement. I can be in my room. Girl, let me tell
When
you.
I'm on the phone, I'm loud.
She yells.
I have to get my point across and
But
there be other people talking.
She yells. And I'm like, girl.
Anytime I'm on the phone, it's me plus 2 at least.
I guess they be competing for
So, and that's the thing. I be having to get my point across, so I'm loud.
And I be in my room just stressed. All right, you got the next one.
Okay. What does your roommate do that bothers you most?
I'm gonna let you go. Because I already know what you're gonna say.
So, guys, you see this little bottle of wine here? This is a replacement bottle for the replacement bottle that he bought me last week. So, I can't drink my wine fast enough, so he drinks it for me.
She be taking too long.
But it's mine.
But you leave it in the common area, so
It doesn't make it
it's
yours.
free game.
It doesn't make it yours.
It's free game. Let me tell y'all what. Whew, Lord. She be grinding my gears. So I work 10 hours a day, 4 hours a week. This one right here
10
works.
hours a day, 4 hours a week.
Oh wait, what'd I say?
10 hours a day, 4 hours a
Oh,
week.
okay.
And I work 5 days a week.
And she gets
In
off
9
before
hours.
I do. But let me tell you what she'll do. She'll hit me up right at the end of my shift and be like, boo, can you go get me a candy bar from the store?
You
Yeah,
got past so many.
but you have already passed several stores
I didn't pass no.
on your way home. Yeah, it's one right there on Sam Ridley.
Once I get home, I'll be home.
And I just be wanting to get home.
But he be out. And I be home.
But
So,
yeah, let's see the next one.
what do you think about your roommates, you two?
But I love hers. I'm glad that she took, it was just a vision for her to do it. And I've been living with her long enough to know that sometimes her visions are just that.
It's just a thought.
But, like, I really love the fact that she is trying to branch out and do this. I really think it's cute. Oh, do you ever get tired of seeing each other? I'll be
Absolutely.
so glad when I
When
get
the
off
weekend
on.
comes, and I know I'm gonna be gone, and
This-
he's gonna be right here.
This one don't be here on Fridays at all, so I already know that's my day to just do whatever.
Cause the thing is, we don't. I feel like we do really good as far as coexisting most of the time. But there's sometimes where it's just like he's so lovey-dovey at times, and I'm just like, just go to your room. Just go.
Sometimes I just bust in her room
And lay on top of me, like literally put his whole weight on top of me.
Yep.
Cause that's what we do.
That's how you know you're loved. See?
I guess
You
I do
chose
love it.
like me.
I do love it. His love is love, like it's real love, so
It
it's
is.
all right.
And I think that's what works well about us. I think we kind of know each other and just kind of, when you come in and you're kind of somber, I know, like, okay. Okay, here's the one. Do you have a roommate agreement or a set of rules? Yes, whatever's in the common area is common for both.
He's lying. Listen, we don't. I don't think we have. Maybe we have known, like just, I don't know, subconscious rules, maybe.
Oh, there is one. So if you take the last of something, you gotta replace it.
He don't even follow that rule. Let's be
I
clear.
have been trying to do
let's
better.
He's been trying to do better, but he
I've been
did
trying.
not follow that rule. It takes for me to have to fuss at him. I'm like a nagging wife to him, probably. Because, like, prime example, I buy these all the time, right? And I keep them in the pantry.
Guilty.
He's off one day out of the week.
Oh, yes.
And he spends all that day eating all of my stuff.
Wednesdays are rough. I be feeling bad. I be like,
He eats my Cheez-Its.
yep.
He eats my, and he don't replace those. He'll replace my bottle of wine because he know I'll fuss him out
Yeah,
completely.
I will do that.
I don't really care so much about food, but my wine is important to me.
Yeah. I'm doing better.
Okay.
Let's do this one. Do you use your roommate's things without asking?
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I will be in her bathroom just
Rummaging. Just rummaging.
finding stuff.
He called me one day.
I was so
Oh,
mad.
Where's the blow dryer?
Because
Blow
let me
dryer
tell
holiday
y'all,
in Nashville.
it took me a lot to even try to retwist my hair. So, and the last most important part of the process was not at the house like it typically is. And I was like, hey, where's your blow dryer? Because I had went through the bathroom, went in all the cabinets, went in the closet, and I couldn't find it. So I was just like, you know what? I think she's up to something. She's up to something.
That blow dryer was 32 miles away in my mama's house.
Yeah. And so,
So,
I had to go borrow one from Sally's Beauty. Sally. Oh.
okay.
What is your favorite thing to do with each other?
Sit in the house.
Like, it was one night when we were here, we did this little musical battle thing. It was so
It was turned up.
lit.
It was.
My
We stayed up
playlist
far
was
too
better
late.
than hers though.
No, it wasn't.
But she did win because she actually guessed, like, we were going through our playlist and like just kind of feeling different vibes or whatever. And I was like, okay, based on this vibe, what do you think is gonna be my next one? And she guessed us.
Cause I'm lit. That's all.
But I did get like 2 of yours, so
He did.
yeah. But
So
that's
we was
fun.
basically just trying to guess the song before the song came on.
Yeah.
So we was kind of like playing off of each other's vibes. So it's like if he played a song, like, ooh, I got one for you.
Yep.
And then if he guessed it, then he got it right.
That was fun. I think we need to do like an event like that or something.
Yeah, that was super fun. Like everybody bring their speaker, big speaker, big speaker.
Yep.
Money bag, yo.
Oh,
Be saying.
okay.
Y'all see his new teeth? You see his teeth?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, they fine. He's a handsome young man now. Okay. Do you cook separately or together?
Separately.
Separate but equal, but he cooks stuff I don't want.
That's
I'm the
good.
cook.
She is. I'm just the meal
He's
prep.
learning though.
Yeah, I'm just the meal prep. I do the minimum to make it through the week.
Yes. So we both meal prep most of the time, and we meal prep separately. So it's kind of like he got one half of the refrigerator, and I got the other half of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And the only things that we share is like little stupid stuff, seasonings,
Yeah.
oils. He like now he loves grilling mates. He ain't never bought grilling mates a day in his life.
Montreal steak. Bye.
And ever since I brought it into his life, he don't even know how to not use
I
it.
know. I don't use any other season.
Terrible.
And, that,
You're right. It's got everything you need in there. Packs a powerful punch.
what is your best memory of me?
Ooh, that's a long time. My best memory is probably when we was stuck on the hill in Antioch. Got stuck together for what, 4 days? It may have been 5. It was from like Tuesday to like that following Monday, basically. We were stuck in the house, and we lived in a apartment complex on this gargantuan hill,
It was pretty big.
and we was stuck. Like, it was crazy because the night we kept on saying it wasn't gonna do nothing. Wasn't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. And then it was like 11 o'clock. It may have been a little bit before that, and it started coming down so bad, and it was actually sticking. So we ran to the Kroger. All they had left was like 1/2 gallon of milk, and then I bought some skim milk, and we just mixed them together. We bought all the cereal. We bought some pancakes and some eggs and some bacon.
That was a good time. That was.
And we had some alcohol. It
Yup.
was lit. And we just kind of like stayed in the house. We binge watched a whole bunch of stuff. Like, his mama called talking about don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
My mom can be so inappropriate sometimes. I feel like, lady, what are you doing?
It was so funny.
Ooh, let me see. Yeah, I think the best memories that I had with my roommate is when she be tore up at church. Y'all, she be tore up, but she be trying. She tries to hold it in.
I do. Well, it's not even that I try to hold it in. I feel like growing up, I was conditioned to not do all that.
Yeah.
So, like, it's weird. So, different denominations and different, walks, I guess, in your religious path, it makes you a different type of Christian. And so, I grew up Church of Christ, and I started going to Olive Branch Missionary Baptist Church. Shout out to Pastor Vinny and all them, because they great.
But the one that really got me, I think it was an MTSU's concert that they had. And at Olive Branch in Murfreesboro.
Listen.
Tore up. I was like,
I think I cried for a week.
I don't even know what to do, but I enjoy watching this. Has being roommates affected your relationship?
Like our relationship or relationships around us?
I don't think either. I mean, we had one little
Oh my gosh.
situation.
I
We
was
learned
in-
from that one.
We
though.
did. Like, we didn't talk for like a month.
No, it was.
It may have been longer than that.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a good little minute, actually. Like, went through my entire birthday, and this man did not tell me. He didn't
Oh, you
even
know what? That
tell
is
me
one of my memories
happy
of you.
birthday.
And y'all, when I say she went off on me in that kitchen,
When I finally talked to him,
that was the first time.
because
she
I
ever
just had
yelled
got
at
so sick of it.
me. Yeah.
And I was like, this is stupid. Like, the whole thing is dumb. You don't know what I was going through that night when you slammed the door, and I don't know how you took it when I text you.
Yeah.
So it was a situation where I was dealing with a young man. He had PTSD. He's ex-military. He's been to Iraq. There was a lot of things. And our old apartment, the door slams really hard, like shakes the walls and everything.
Naturally, like.
And so I have always said, stop slamming that door.
And I just can't hear because I just do it.
I was in a predicament, y'all. I was in a bind. And I was like trying to talk him off of a ledge, essentially. And like, once I got him off the ledge, I texted Brandon. I was like, hey, can you not slam the door?
And I'm like, this
He
door been
lost
slamming
it.
for a year. Like, what's the difference?
And the thing about it,
You
the
beat
door
this
been
new little
slamming
man,
for a
and-
year. But how many times have I said, stop slamming the door?
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, we didn't talk for like a long time. But yeah,
Yeah.
this is my little sleepy delivery. I couldn't live with anybody else.
Get away from me. So now that this bottle of wine is open.
Oh, she wanted to try to stop me before I say how she tried to find my Fruit Loops in the pantry. And they were well hidden too. So you had to move a few items out of the way. Yes,
listen,
you did.
y'all.
Because it was a box of Fruity Pebbles in the front. It was a
Mhm.
jar of peanut butter and a can of soup.
The-
I remember because I set it up.
Maybe it was the peanut butter then. It was some reason I was in there, and it was a reason that I saw the box of Fruit Loops. And I think it was because I was reaching for the peanut butter. I have a peanut butter addiction, and I love it. And so I was probably just getting the peanut butter, and I'm like, oh, this young man done hid these Fruit Loops.
And guess what she did? She didn't just help herself to some.
I finished the box.
She finished it. And guess who replaced it?
Not me.
Okay.
Because I think it was well deserved. That is.
That's the dynamic of our relationship.
Whatever. So yeah, this is my roommate. Well, YouTube, this has been interestingly fun.
I,
Get out of here.